My name is Tom. I come to you from Northern Maine. I welcome you today out to my newest project. We started this on Saturday. This is a long-term shelter. You've heard me in many of my videos talk about long-term shelter versus overnight shelters. I don't build an overnight shelter because that's all I'm going to do is be there overnight. What I do build is these long-term shelters. This thing is 13 feet across. I got a fire in front of me, a little smoke. These are 8-inch to 10-inch logs. I've got a 8-inch plus ridge board up in the top that will hold everything together. This thing will be here for many, many years. It's a multi-purpose lean-to. That's why I am building it as rugged as I am and long-lasting as I am. This is a heck of a deer hunting spot that I am in. These are all the deer tracks at my new long-term lean-to shelter that I built 2 days ago. All these tracks. It snowed yesterday all day. Look at the tracks out in there, out to that brush pile. I took video a few minutes ago. We worked on this Saturday, cut the wood down, cut the logs. This thing is covered with deer tracks on all 4 sides. Right here. Here's just a path that I put in for the lean-to, and deer have gone all down through it. Right down through the woods. I was thinking the deer might stay away from it for a little while, just because of all the noise we made and, all the trees we cut down and brush piles we made. But they went right up to the brush pile. They've been right in the brush piles. What's in the brush piles is lichen. These were all dead trees that we cut down. Not a live tree was cut. So they're covered in lichen. And it looks to me like the deer have just been mowing down on all the lichen that's in here. So this goes along with, I try to let the deer get to know me. Like I said, this is a really good spot. I'll turn the camera around, and I got a brush pile to move, and I got some dead trees to knock down. But I'm going to have close to a 75-yard shot from this lean-to. And I know you can't see down through there, but once that brush pile is gone, and a half a dozen of those dead trees, I'll be able to see down through there roughly close to 100 yards. So that's really good. And I also know that there's at least 2 runs that come through here, and maybe 3 that will feed down through past this lean-to. And the only thing I got to trick out here is the does. I got to convince the does that I'm friendly. And that's what I do. These does will get to know me because I'll be out here quite often. That's why I have built this place. And then when the buck is in rut, all I got to do is let them does wander on by. And when they wander on by, because it's just me, they're not going to be scared. They're not going to flick their tails and run off. Then when the buck comes through, when he's on full rut, hey, I'm going to have a nice shot at a buck right here from this lean-to. And that's why I call it a multi-purpose lean-to. I've hiked out here today. I got myself a squirrel already. I'm going to cook him on the fire in a few minutes. Put him on a stick, and that'll be my snack before I head back. Yesterday we got 4 inches of snow, so all of the deer tracks around this lean-to were fresh today. I would say probably first thing this morning around 7 to 7:30 area, but I just wanted to bring you out, show you Paul from Hunt Shack. Hello, Paul. I took some video as we built it. I'll marry it in with this. Just wanted to bring you out and give you the grand tour of the new lean-to. And the smoke is blowing in the wrong direction, let me tell you, for trying to do this video. But anyways, a few other people have been curious about this lean-to, so people, here you go. This is my idea of a long-term shelter. It's far from finished. As you can see, there's still cracks between the logs. But we will take care of that on another day. This is a work in progress. I will be closing in the sides. I took video so you can see the sides are open. I'll be closing in the sides. I'll be coming down the front with some 45-degree logs. So this will be one big cavity. It is directly southwest. And if you're ever building anything like that, that is a really good direction to face them. Keep that in mind when you are building a shelter. Southwest at 10 o'clock in the morning, the sun starts right here, and at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the sun is over there. So the entire day, this place will be in full sun. So any snow that blows in during snowstorms, the next time I have a sunny day, this thing will heat up just like an oven, and it'll be just all my wood sheds are facing south, and my wood sheds are bone dry, so will this lean-to. It'll be bone dry when I come back up here. So, and hopefully the smoke will be blowing a different direction. I started to say, one thing I've noticed about deer outside of deer season is that they're a very curious animal. I put a trail in, they'll follow it. They'll pick it up and they'll take it over. So I got a feeling that's what they did with this shelter here that I built. Because I'm telling you, I was not expecting deer tracks all the way around it. So I got a feeling that they come through, especially the does. The bucks might be a little more hesitant, but the does, I find them to be very curious, even when I'm snow blowing the driveway. In the wintertime, this is a deer yard, so that's one of the reasons that I have a lot of, thought I saw a rabbit. What I started to say was, that's one of the reasons why there's so many deer around here in the wintertime, is that once there's a foot of snow on the ground, then the deer move in from the back country, and this, for whatever reason, they like this area. Probably, I would say it's probably, let's say 5 square miles around here. You can go for a ride in the wintertime, see all kinds of deer. Most of the time. So, but anyway, I've driven out to the boat landing and the first thing in the morning and counted 22. So that's, to me, that's a pretty good amount of deer at 5 o'clock in the morning. They'll be out in the road, you have to be careful. But that's all I want to say about that, is that outside of deer season, if you get out in the woods and play around, you're apt to find that deer are very curious. As long as you don't chase them and push them and all that, let them know that they see you and you see them, but you're not going any closer towards them. They really don't go that far. You can bump them up just by coming in from different angles. But I'm very impressed that the deer were all around this lean-to last night. Now, if I catch one sleeping in it, it'll be bare ground in there come winter. We'll just have to check and see if one's climbed in there. Big enough. Big enough he'd get in there and take a nap. But I doubt he would do that because they like to see all the way around them. Yesterday I was out splitting wood in the woodshed. got my wood all split up and got it into the sled. And I got a little bench there in front of the woodshed. I like to sit down in the woodshed after splitting the sled full. It's just a nice place to, same thing, have a cup of coffee and just watch for deer to walk by. And I was sitting there, and sure enough, little tiny doe, I mean really small deer, come up the driveway. I didn't see the mother. I didn't see the mother come through, so I'm hoping he's not alone. I'm hoping there's a lot of coyotes in the area right now, and I'm hoping that he's not an orphan. But like I said, but she might have came through ahead of him, or her, or whatever it was. It was just one of the smallest deer that I've seen. So, but I've seen a couple. I've got 3 or 4 does hanging around this cabin right now, and so hopefully he or she, whichever it was with those does. At the end of this video, I will put you in some links to more topics about the lifestyle that I have here at the Rustic Log Cabin in Northern Maine, and I will see you in the next video.